Hi everyone, today I'd like to show you how to do your rapid body toning program system number 2, the next step. So I'm going to show you 5 exercises today, and the first exercise I'm going to show you is lunges. And lunges are a fantastic exercise for helping you to tone up your legs and your bottom. To do a lunge well, I want you to watch how I do the technique and try and follow through as closely as you can. I'm going to ask you to grab a chair for our lunges today, and you may want to do this near a wall, or you may want to grab another chair for support. So I'm going to do it near the wall. So what I'm going to ask you to do is take a big step away from your chair, and I'm going to ask you to place one foot back on your chair. Now I'm using the wall for support here to start with. I want you from here to draw your tummy in toward your lower back. Once you feel that you have your balance, place your hands on hips or keep one hand on the wall. I want you from here to take a breath in as you lower yourself down and breathe out as you push away. Now my front foot actually isn't far enough away because I couldn't get down deep enough, so I'm just going to step forward a little bit further and now placing that foot up. So it's really important that you have a nice big distance between your chair and your front foot. So let's try it from here. Take a breath in. As you're ready to breathe in, drop down. And as you breathe out, push that floor away. Breathing in and breathing out. Now I want you to have a look at my front knee, and you'll notice that it stays behind my front toe the whole time. You'll also notice when I'm doing this exercise that I'm staying up nice and tall through the torso. So I'm not bending, looking down at the floor, but rather keep looking straight up nice and tall as you lower yourself down and pushing up through your front heel. Now that is called a one-legged lunge, and it's absolutely fantastic for strengthening your legs, especially if you do have knee problems, because it will really make that muscle work a lot more and will really help to strengthen the ligaments in your knees. The next exercise, I'll have to have a look, is called stand-ups, and that's going to help to strengthen your legs also. So I'm going to ask you to grab your chair and sit in your chair. So from this position, place your hands onto your chest and bring one foot behind, so your foot is behind your knee, and bring the other foot forward. I want you from here to lean forward, and I want you to push up through this foot and then sitting down with control. Pushing up through this foot and sitting down with control. Pushing up and pushing down. As I'm doing this exercise, I'm actually trying to make this leg here really light. So I'm not pushing my weight through this leg, but really trying to just focus on using the one leg. If you are strong enough, bring that leg right out in front and make it really light like a feather, so it looks like this. Bit wobbly and lower down. So that is called a one-leg stand-up, and you're going to do 15 repetitions on each leg. Okay, the next exercise is for your tummy, and it's called the roll down. So I'm going to ask you to move your chair and sit down on the floor. Now you may need your band for this exercise, so grab your band and sitting down on the floor for me. Once down there, I want you to flex your feet, draw your toes back toward your face, and place your band around the balls of your feet. Hopefully I've got enough room here. Okay, from here, I want you to breathe in and imagine someone's punched you in the belly. As you breathe out, I want you to slowly pace one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Have I missed it? Not quite. All the way down to the floor. Take a breath in. As you're ready to breathe out, lift up and peel yourself off the floor all the way up into a seated position. Okay, let's try this again. Sitting up nice and tall, take a breath in, pelvic tilt. As you breathe out, slowly roll down all the way down to the floor. Take a breath in. As you're ready to breathe out, lift your head and shoulders and peel yourself off the floor, sitting up nice and tall. If that is challenging for you, let me show you a little trick in how to get back up. Breathe in, pelvic tilt. Breathe out and roll down. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift your head and shoulders. Now if you get stuck, do a bicep curl. So bring your hands towards your shoulders, and that will actually help to lift you up into a seated position. If that was really easy for you, you may be able to do this exercise with no band. So I want you, if you can, to bring your hands to the side. Breathe in, pelvic tilt, and breathe out as you slowly paste one vertebra at a time down to the floor. Take a breath in. As you're ready to breathe out, lift your head and shoulders and peel one vertebra at a time off the floor, sitting up nice and tall. The advanced level of the roll down is bringing your hands onto your forehead. Breathe in, pelvic tilt, and breathe out as you slowly paste all the way down to the floor. Take a breath in. As you're ready to breathe out, lift your head and shoulders and peel one vertebra at a time all the way up into a seated position. Things to watch out for is don't have Dracula arms. So when you're coming up, try not to go Dracula arms because you're using all the wrong muscles. The other thing you want to avoid is momentum. We don't want to use momentum. And as you're coming down, try and imagine your bottom is like a plate of jelly. So we don't squeeze our bottom, but rather just keep it loose. And that will make your tummy do all the work, getting you a nice toned tummy. The next exercise I'd like you to do is called a half roll down twist. So I'm going to ask you to bend your knees and sit up nice and tall. From here I'm going to ask you to breathe in and imagine someone's punched you in the belly. As you breathe out, come halfway back and hold this position. So from here I'm going to ask you to twist and touch down, and twist and touch down. Now you'll notice I'm twisting through my torso. So I'm not just doing my arms, but twisting my torso as I do this exercise. Now I'm going to do 15 repetitions on each side and then bringing myself back up into a seated position. The last exercise that I want to show you is called bicep curls. So I'm going to ask you to grab your band and standing up for me. Once you've stood up, I want you to place the band underneath both your feet and standing up nice and tall. From here, I want you to draw your navel to your lower back so you are protecting your lower back. Take a breath in. As you're ready to breathe out, bring your hands up to your shoulders, and as you breathe in, lower down to the floor. Exhale as you lift, and inhale as you lower. Once again, we are doing 15 repetitions of this exercise. If you find it's way too easy for you, remember by bringing your hands further down your band is going to make it more challenging. So you're going to lift and lower, doing 15 repetitions. So they are your 5 exercises that I'm going to ask you to do. So you will do each of those exercises non-stop, and then you will repeat them through another 3 times, giving you a total of 4 cycles. Thanks everyone.